doing this after all? Waking her up in her own house? Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Well, that is something. Yeah, it's currently 5:30 a.m. It's real tragic. I'm listening to Careless Whisper right now. Thought it would set the mood. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sorry I wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. No scream. Like, I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? It has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Fuck the literature club. Fuck the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different.
Are you sure?
I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers.
Yuri.
But still, I couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Never.
Save file.
Never. 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 End? No, it's not. I'm still listening to Careless Whisper, by the way. Shit really set the mood. Okay. There goes that one. Alpha Rin 1/4 go to Pib La Zrioi. Go back. Start a new game. Oh, that's what that means. I seen an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving arms in the air like she totally oblivious to any attention I draw herself. There goes Habba. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Habba catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. Perfectly content just getting on by the average, spend my free time on games and anime. Always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There aren't any that interesting. interests me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. Yes, I have no choice but to start with the enemy club. Luca Monster? Monica? My goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Huh. Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we barely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyways? Well, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. You know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? Well, I guess you could check the closet, but I don't really know. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Glitch? Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see. Fuck. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga's literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, members are member, right? Monica say she version ass fucking. You know what? Hey, Luca Monster. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but how the fuck did you know that? In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could just, at the very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please. We need money, Dutch. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse something like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Oh, awesome. You're really sweet, Movie Monster, you know that? It's nothing, really. But I need money, Dutch. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Huh? And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. The fuck? I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Huh? Eh? A guest? Seriously? About a boy? Way to kill to ask me fair. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Luca Monster. Bro, those glitches freak me the fuck out, bro. Like, again, it's 5:30 a.m. in the fucking morning. And that's what's happening, bro. It's like fucking crazy. All words escape me in this situation. This club, it's full of incredibly cute girls. Several. So let me guess, Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Are you sure? Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Uga Monster in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Why the fuck did I name myself Uga Monster? Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, no. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, should I at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Ooga Monster? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. So feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. Oh yeah. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make it feel fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But to make school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know? I'll believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. You British fuck. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Ooga Monster, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? Fuck, wrong voice. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story is such a foreign world. It's equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up when she finds her comfort in the world of books. Not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you up for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a fucking rock. I didn't expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if the story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. You looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back, bitch! Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, guess sometimes. What do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer, yeah? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. If a quiz is quizzical, what's a test? Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Huh. You know, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. And I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Luka Monster? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I've bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this gang, Dutch. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Also, we need money, Dutch. I still have other clothes to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Huh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Luka Monster. The thing is, Glitch incoming? We don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. Glitch? I've been trying really hard to find new members. If we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend money every... Whoa. Fucking 5 a.m., dude. Almost 6. So, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these... beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Uga Monster? Yeah. Could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I really just left after all. I was super pissed. Uga Monster, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Luka Monster, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. Guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, see you tomorrow then. Can't wait. Took my way home. Water back for three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make most of my circumstances and I'm good. I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. A special poem, would I like to read it? Well, fuck me sideways and call me Sally. Yes, sir. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was Fuck. Hold on, let me redo that one. A dream. Hold on. Bro, I don't have any fucking water, dude. Oh, man. My mouth's dry as fuck. Hold on. I know how to fix that. Eat a dry thing. Ugh. Definitely didn't help. Yeah. Yeah, that probably made it a lot worse. Alright. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was Fuck, why am I... Yo, it is 6 a.m., bro. I'm so cooked right now. But I need it. Oh, I need this beat. My mom is kinda homeless. Anyways. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there was nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. There was also someone I didn't recognize. That person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. Okay. Yeah, yeah. This is fucking banging, dude. Fuck. 19 out of 20. Hey, I mean, I'll take it.
How you gonna come out, Sarah? Cause I see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh man, what's wrong with your face, miss? Thanks for keeping your promise, little monster. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, hello. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. I already had to be dragged here by Monica. Oh, no, if you plan to just come here and hang out and what? If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Hey, you're blocking the text. Hey, you're Hey, I want to read the text. Hey, please. Mongo's literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Sorry, Yuga Monster. Make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. I heard that music slow down. I thought something was about to happen. Anyway, that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no to either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club, so even if you don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, as vice president and all, I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention. You don't usually read. We could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Music slowed down again. Fucking scares me. Fucking hell, dude. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expressions, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around on the clock. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing at. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. For any particular reason. Just curious how come you have two copies of the same book. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. So you're telling me you took a book from the shelf and you didn't notice you had two of them, and you brought it to the librarian or whatever, paid for it, noticed the double charge, and just shrugged it off like it was fucking nothing? Can we talk about it? Is there something wrong with your head? Do you need, like, some help? Like, mentally? I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. So that's so relatable, huh? What's about the story anyway? What's that about? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol at the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. The people trapped in there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them too. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of... Oh shit. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. That is a different book she described than the first time. The first time it was this girl that, like, moved or something in with like her sister, and then, you know, things like started going weird for her. That one is different. Ah, you not a fan of that sort of thing, Google Monster? No, it's not like that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil. What? But because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. I mean, if you really think about it, the world is full of horrible people. But only some of them are horrible in their own mind. See, criminals, yeah? Robbing banks, robbing stores. Most of them don't have money, right? That's why they're doing it. They're doing it because they have a family, they have themselves, they have something to support, and they can't do it with a job, which is getting increasingly worse with America's economy right now. Like currently, jobs, minimum wage is way too low. You can't live on minimum wage, especially if you're just starting out. If you have no funds in the bank, you start out flat zero. And then minimum wage, you can't even live off of that. You can't even like live off of minimum wage, even if you had savings, because it's a negative profit every time. So you need to like do a side hustle on top of your job. Let's say you have a 9 to 5 that pays like just above minimum wage. You still can't live off of that unless you're eating like cup ramen every day and only one of them every day in the morning, which I think that would be terrible. Living in like the tiniest apartment you can, no entertainment, no free time, just work and a cup ramen, which you might be able to live off of that. But minimum wage jobs, you just can't live off of them, which leads a lot of people to crime. Maybe selling drugs, fucking human trafficking even. That one's terrible, but robbing banks and stores because they have to support themselves or their family. It's like one or the other, You go broke, file for bankruptcy, and you just slowly die and rot, or you steal to support yourself or something that you believe in. Which, I mean, most of them, if you kind of see it from their perspective, it's like you see all these people with great like lives. And you're like, oh man, they're so lucky, right? But like, shouldn't everybody deserve to live how they want to? But I can't. I can't because I can't pay for it. And I think that's twisted. That's a lot of like, it's a lot of government overthrowers come from there. It's like, I don't know, people in troubling times that come from a troubling backstory, they tend to be criminals, but how we see them as like just bad people in general, it's like Atticus said to Scout, Jean Louise Finch in To Kill a Mockingbird. You'll never understand the decision somebody's made until you crawl into their skin and walk around in it. You need to see things from somebody's point of view in the bigger picture. You need to know what's going on in their life completely, which you never will, because people don't just share those things unless you're a therapist. But they don't like do things, and their therapist is just by them. But like, you'll never see things from the point of view of that person who made that decision, and you'll never know what was pressuring them in life, what was going on, what was affecting their decision, how they think, how they see things. Just think of like, I forget what they're called, but they're like words that when you read it from like one side, it says something, but if you like flip it over, it reads a different thing. It could be like that. You see it one way, but somebody on the opposite direction can see it a completely different way, and you'd never know. You know? So the world is full of horrible people, but only if you think that way. And the part that we're all worthless anyways, that's another way of thinking. If you think about the universe and life and how small Earth is compared to everything and how the universe is constantly expanding, you could name yourself worthless, but what kind of way is that to live? It's not like you're gonna make a difference in the universe, though some people want to. Elon Musk. He's trying, okay? We can give him that. But why would you live your life thinking you're worthless? Why would you spend your time, your one time on Earth, being worthless, shriveling away, sorry, 6 a.m. Rotting, some would say. Just doing things that you never love, not doing a single thing you want, single thing you enjoy for your entire life. What kind of way is that to live? You only get one chance on Earth. And you're willing to waste it saying that we're all worthless? You might be worthless, but you can still live your life, right? You can still find things that you enjoy. It doesn't matter if you make a change. Who fucking cares? Do things that you want. You only get one life. Come on. You gotta make it count. You know the sperm race? 1 in a trillion. Trillions, billions, quadrillions, I don't know. But it's a rare chance that you're here. So why would you waste it? Why would you waste it? Anyways. Should probably get back to this. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I just went on a fucking, like, 10-minute rant on stuff. I haven't lost interest or anything, because I think you have. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. What did that say? I saw my whole body gets... And then that's all I saw. I'll watch that back. Kinda. Forget to pay attention to other people. Sorry, something strange. Please stop me if I start yapping too much. I really don't think you need to worry, because I yap too. Just mean you're passionate about your reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Holy shit, that scared the fucking living shit out of me. Oh my god, bro, it's 6 a.m. It's 6:02 a.m. right now. I think I might get off the game, bro. I don't know if I can do it anymore. Oh man, oh my god, that scared the fucking shit out of me, bro. Because there was a sound to that one. There was a sound to that one. And by the way, my screen is the only thing lighting my room. So the whole lighting in my room just changed, bro. That was fucking creepy. That was scary. I don't want that to happen again. I don't know if I can sleep. Shit, fuck, bitch. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna... We're gonna leave that. We're gonna leave that where it is. Yeah. Yuri, stop shape-shifting, please. It's not nice. Well, yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna get this through to, like, anything, because it's a 40-minute long recording, so nobody might even see this. I don't know, I'm just kinda fucking around, finding out, you know? getting the living shit scared out of me by some pixels on the screen. But you know how it is. Alright. Shit's about to end. It's over 40 minutes. Like, that's crazy. What did I just get a notification for? YouTube? Agenda TV, a roaming clash documentary at 6 a.m. Damn, we're early. Alright. I might not even go to sleep, I'm not gonna lie. I might just doom scroll and bed rot for the next, like, 3 hours. And just tell my dad, like, oh yeah, I went to sleep. I woke up early. Wow, that's crazy. And then get back on the game. So yeah, anyways. Like, a fourth of this video recording is me yapping about fucking politics or, like, how we're useless. Yeah. Yeah. Yuri, crush me with your big